So I figured we got a bit unlucky with sand earlier. With we were in the process of like selling things, and then the server went down. It was a bit like, oh no. So we were just going through like the things we had, working out what we could sell to try and get this up to 900. Oh, that went smoothly. Because we've got these shotguns. I think that's like a rifle. And because we're playing this solo, I'm probably not going to use like many of these either. Like, essentially I just need like maybe one cannon. Sell more of those. Just seeing if we can kind of magic another 300 out of this. And we could kind of, I don't know, what's that? We might regret this, but, I guess, like, if we're doing, like, solo builds, we're probably only going to need one of these, right? Ooh, we're close now. What's that? Food? Got 40 of those? Well, maybe, I don't know, say 15? There we go. Now we've got enough to actually unlock something in the tech tree. So I guess that's like the basic one. Framed steering deck. I don't know, I mean, I guess that one makes sense. And then if we go back to blueprints, we could try and make a faster version of the first one we made, right? So, like that one base is 100. If we delete that, hang on, how do I get rid of this? Can I? Yep. We switch it to that one. Kind of feel like that one we could maybe get it to go even faster, right? So, single crew cabin. Okay, so I guess that's smaller, isn't it? Weight 800. Yeah, okay, so let's take one of those instead. Does that work if it's off the side there? No, it doesn't. Okay. Have to be able to uh-huh. I'm gonna rotate now. Now that we want to rotate that. Don't know why this is all red though. It wasn't red before. So that's, I think, all the main things we need. And then I guess one of those. Why are they all red? Cabin compartment should be installed. Oh, maybe we put this the wrong way around. Ah, yeah, okay, so we need to... Let me delete that one and put... Yeah, okay. I'd suggest the door is there though, right? No. Or... Oh. Right, that might be why. That's, why are these upper level? Right, okay. There. Can we move those down a level, please? Oh, it's because we're on level 1. Right, okay. That would explain a lot, right? Okay. Alright. Let's... I see, so don't press F. It's still red though, I'm not sure why. Home compartment. These are all on the right level now, right? Yeah, they are. They're actually on the thing. The only thing it doesn't have a problem with is the shelves. Okay. No, no, no. Then in theory, if we put... What did we need? Not that. Guess we want one cannon on this thing, don't we? No. I've got to stop pressing F on this. So that's okay. Doesn't seem to be happy with this as a... Stay in a trampler during crew during... So I delete that and replace it with the captain one instead. Does that change anything? Let's see. Haha! Okay, so I guess that cabin thing's for something else. We're still going the same maneuverability, 71. And then we still need to add a ladder to this thing. Where was it? It wasn't that. Weight 5,800. We need to add that onto this somehow. Yeah, okay. The logistics of this smaller frame is a bit tricky, right? Okay, let's just stick you on the edge here for now. So, we're driving over here. Then you definitely want the cannon at the rear. So put that there. Let's so we need to connect that to something, don't we? Oh. Hmm. Yeah, okay. You're not gonna have that, are you? Okay. Nope, stop that. Yeah, so we move that there. That's connected, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Mm, yeah, that's still not accepted, is it? Tricky one, I guess. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, that is the right way. Let's take the, can we move that in one? No. That has to be on an edge. Could have sworn that worked before, though, if we put that there. Then... The idea of doing without a cannon... Oh, okay. Is that good? That's kind of weird, but... I suppose we could stick a cannon on the front, couldn't we? Kinda doesn't work though, does it there? Like, how are you gonna get to it? Expecting the maneuverability to be bigger, like higher, because it was using a smaller base, but essentially it's got the same weight on it, so it doesn't make any difference, it seems. If we move that out, then everything's disconnected again. What if we move that in? Is that fixed? Yeah, because then that's disconnected. That works. Okay. Oh. Kind of feels like it would be faster, right? But it isn't. I guess maybe I thought there was another thing that had a ladder though. We take that away. Yeah, you see that? That's clearly like if we went up a level. That's where that would fit, isn't it? That's the right length. So that's if you're gonna do like multi-tier kind of sizes, I guess. But that cannon like slows us down a fair bit, and so does that. I think that's our only option at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's move that down to the correct level. Cannon's only going to be so useful at that place, that angle though. Right, so exit. Trampler is inoperable, please. What? What's wrong with it? Oh, the reactor's energy system's being overloaded. The reactor is missing. What the hell is that? How about now? Oh, okay. So well, that's cheaper than the other one. So they're both going there. Actually, let me just move the video like over here. I realised this when I was recording this before that you couldn't actually see quite a lot of useful information here. It's a tiny bit cheaper. Not much cheaper, but a bit. Got the same maneuverability, and it's essentially got all the same parts on it. The only issue I have with that one is this little bit here. It's a bit difficult to get past that, right? I guess we could just rotate that, right? Well, no, doesn't really work, does it? It's got to be able to actually get into that, right? Change the name. What are we going for? No, it wasn't that, was it? Solemn Nomad? So we could basically swap to that if we did another expedition. And that would save us another 10 on build cost. And I guess from the tech tree point of view, we need to kind of work out like what would make that better, right? Ah, this needs fabric scraps and crowns. That one needed just crowns. So is the goal to get like smaller reactors or? So I guess if you're playing it solo or you're doing like solo builds, you're interested in things that are lighter rather than heavier, I guess. So I guess for me, like things with higher weight capacity is where it's at. So I guess then they'll move faster. So because we've done that, so it looks like to do that we would need, I don't know, we maybe just need mixtures and crowns. Like that would be accessible with this. That's already accessible, I think. Is that lower weight than the one we've got at the moment? What's that? 2,000 weight. have a look. Yes, that would be heaviest. That wouldn't really help us in that instance. So I guess really the only thing that's going to make us go faster is getting the bigger deck. Trying to decide if I have the energy to do an expedition tonight or not. Trying to work out why we would use that instead of that. Oh, I see. That gives us this so I guess that gives us some options to kind of put a ladder down the middle of it, maybe. It's kind of annoying because I sold a bunch of fabric scraps to get that one, but I guess you've got to start somewhere on the tree, right? If that has a... I can't tell if that has a built-in ladder or not. But if it does, then that would immediately make it faster than this one. Because you wouldn't need to add a ladder onto it, I suppose. 2,000. Yeah, because we're currently using that. I do like this tech tree though. And yeah, look at this one in the end here. A royal chassis. Got 8 legs. I think we actually came across some of these raw crystals earlier today. I blew one of them up and didn't know what it was, so I didn't collect it. And in hindsight, maybe I should have. Yeah. So I guess we've kind of made our. Yep. Made our build a little bit cheaper. Does that use 942? Okay. Let's maybe just take 40 of that with us. Okay, just 30 it is. I didn't take any food last time, but I didn't realize I would need any. And I think we'll continue like that. Let's take one of those. 40 mil. Seems like a lot of shells. You know, for one guy at least, you know. Maybe it's more like a machine gun. I don't know. I guess one of those. All right. Let's see how that goes. Essentially, this time I'm going to try and head straight to those purple crystals, grab some, and extract. Just because I'm just curious how much they're worth. Because when we did our first expedition, I didn't know how to extract, so it was kind of a mystery, you know. And it'd be nice to see how the other guns handle, I guess. We're looking for cloth scraps, things that'll generate crowns, so we can get to the next size base, essentially. So used to playing Tarkov, I keep trying to spin this guy around, and I keep realizing it's not Tarkov, and I can't do that. Last time we were waiting like 3 to 4 minutes for a server. Any day now, probably. Let's see. The selling of items went a lot smoother. Last time when we got out of it, the first expedition I did, it was kind of hourglassing on the selling things, and it went through quite smoothly, so... Actually, there's not many people playing right now. I'm not sure how the matching works in this game. I think this map is mostly for solo players anyway, so could just be there's not many solo players around. I don't know how many people have access as well, so there's that. I'm not sure if I don't think we actually used one of these last time, so I don't know if it's just something, if you're gonna like do an expedition for a long time or something. I know, like when the servers went down earlier tonight, most of the people were annoyed because I think they'd been on an expedition for like several hours, so they lost everything they'd found or something like that. 6 minutes. No, my luck, we'll spawn in right next to someone, right? Might be that we need to like not be on an EU server or something to get a match at this time. It could be that people in the EU aren't playing it and there's not anyone to match with or something. I don't know how many people have access to this at this point. Could be something to just play early evenings or something. We'll give it a couple more minutes and see what happens. Let's have a look at the Discord, see if there's anyone complaining over there. They are kind of salty on their Discord server. There's a lot of like this sort of snipping at each other. I think that's the word. At least we got our build cost down, so there's that. And it is an excellent moustache, so there's that. Can't zoom in on him though and admire the moustache, you know, like close up, so maybe I should submit a feature request for that. Server is very active though, so that's always a good sign. Just a shame the solo queue isn't as active as their Discord. uh, there's a certain point where you've been searching for server, you kind of like feel committed to just wait. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure we'll do that in this instance though. Could just go and play Dead Space for an hour. Give it one more minute. Four, three, two, one. Alright. I guess we'll come back to this game. Yeah, like I'll have a go at this like when I get home from work. See if the match time's quicker. It was fine earlier. That was around the time I would finish work ish. So could just be that we're on. I don't know. Can we change? I think we'd have to fully quit out of the game. I've also noticed that like in the raid I went into, the jacket I was wearing disappeared. So if you're playing this solo, I'd also say you want to be packing everything into boxes, not wearing them when you've got the extraction thing coming down. But yeah, all right. So I guess we'll leave that there for tonight. Bit of a short one, bit shorter than I planned, but can't always. If you can't connect, there's only so much fun in watching a loading screen, right?